Hello, welcome to the video. In this video I'm going to be showing you around this Honda NBox that I've just listed for sale. So this is a 2013 Honda NBox Custom Turbo SS package. SS stands for Suzuka Special. It's just a special edition with minor differences to another sort of Honda NBox Custom Turbo of a similar age. So this was grade 4 at auction. It's done 91,500 kilometers there or thereabouts. It's looking really smart, I think anyway. I like the color as well. So let's have a look around the exterior first of all. The color is polished metal metallic. It's not literally polished metal, that's just the name Honda have given it. So 15-inch alloy wheels on the turbo versions of the NBox. This has got a brand new set of Yokohama tyres all round. Monsoon shields on all the windows. As you'll see, this has got power sliding doors both sides. Just reach for the key. In fact, I'll need to switch them on first, won't I? Let's try that again. We reach for the key, press and hold the button, and away we go. Do the same thing again, and they will close. So the driver's side, offside, reversing lamp has been converted to a fog lamp for the purposes of the MOT. It passed the MOT with no advisories, by the way. Always nice to have an advisory-free MOT. In terms of the preparation for sale, apart from the fog light, we've had engine oil and filter, air filter, cabin filter as well, and a transmission service. So that's fluid and a new filter in the transmission pan as well. So it's very clean all round, as hopefully you can now see. Let's have a look inside. Doors open to a full 90 degrees, the front doors that is. Height adjustable seat, that's that one, and then that one is for the backrest. Steering wheel is adjustable for height as well, although not for reach. So electric windows, electric mirrors, power folding 2. There's the driver's switches for the sliding doors. Automatic headlights, Econ, which just adjusts the shift characteristics, although there aren't actually any gears to shift because this is a CVT transmission, but it adjusts, I suppose, where the engine sits in the power band when you accelerate, so chooses performance slightly over fuel consumption. Cruise control. We've got some flappy paddles as well. I'm not going to do a test drive of this car because I would be basically repeating exactly what I said on a test drive of the last NBox Custom Turbo that I did. So I'll put a link in the description to that video if you want to see my thoughts on the test drive. And the reason for mentioning that now is because in that video there's a little bit more of an explanation about what these do. Essentially, you can, if you know that the engine is going to need to rev up or something like that when you're going up a hill, you can choose to shift it down or up if you think it's revving too hard. Now in D you can do that temporarily and then it will go back to full auto when it thinks you're finished with it. In S it stays with the flappy paddle controls a little bit longer. Wipers on the left, variable intermittent wipe, automatic air conditioning. It's keyless entry, keyless start, so there's the start button, so it'll start now with the key in my pocket. In fact, let's do that and show you, well, I'll show you as much as I can of the lights. It's very difficult to get them all in. The beeping is because I haven't got my seatbelt on. It will stop shortly. There we go. So at the moment, 91,007 kilometers. I think I said 91,500 at the start. This will go up a little bit because I'll be driving it a little bit more. Thank you. That's the ETC card reader lady reminding us that we haven't got our toll card in. That's the card reader in there. And up there is, are we focused? Up there is the little speaker from which she is speaking. This one, you know, I'm just pointing out the microphone there too. So this one has Bluetooth audio. I think my phone hasn't got the Bluetooth switched on at the moment, but it has Bluetooth audio. So if you wanted to listen to digital radio or Spotify or have your navigation instructions through the stereo, then you could do all that with the Bluetooth audio. We also have a reversing camera and the customary beep when it's in reverse. Our extra visibility mirrors there. Now K-cars, this is a K-car. You can read more about that on my website, andrewsjapanesecars.com. K-cars are known for being small, aren't they? And I get a lot of inquiries from people who are quite tall asking if they will fit. I'm 6 feet tall, and you can see I fit in very nicely. There's loads of room there before my knee starts hitting the dashboard. Similarly on the ceiling, there's an awful lot of room there too. That's with the seat as far back as it will go. I don't need it that far back, but if you want a real sort of relaxed cruising style of driving, you could have your seat that far back. So I say this in every video about an NBox, but I think it bears repeating because everyone says it when they come to see one. They feel like a much bigger car inside than you'd expect from looking at their exterior dimensions. And that legroom extends to the back as well. So there we go. You've just seen me put the driver's seat as far back as it will go. And look at all that space there. The headroom is the same. It's not the type of design that slopes, so the rear seat passengers get a raw deal in terms of space. Armrests in the back too. We've got ISOFIX points for child seats, both sides in the back, not in the front, but both sides in the back. Let's have a look in the boot. So a reasonable boot space, I would say, given that the car is constrained in its size. Under here we have jack and tyre inflation kit. In there is a can of tyre weld, which I always add just in case the tyre inflation kit or the sealant with it is out of date. So fresh can of tyre weld there. So we've got two recline positions for the seats. That's the more reclined one, that's the less reclined one. They also go completely flat. Those will sit down in time. They're just used to being up all the time, so they don't flop down straight away. But that's, I suppose, maximum boot space. And then what we can also do is have one of the seats, or both of the seats, with the seat bases folded up like that to give us quite a decent sized load carrying area there. So the last thing I just wanted to cover quite briefly is, can you sleep in it? For me, the answer would be probably not, only just. If you're not quite as tall, then it might be a yes. So the backs of the front two seats go completely flat. You see, I've taken the headrest out and just put it under the seat there, and then that one is up like that. What you can't have, unfortunately, is the rear seats flat and the front seats flat to form a proper bed as such. So my head's just touching the seat back of the rear seat there. You see I've got my legs slightly bent. So yeah, just about doable, probably not ideal, but you know, very much depends on your own preference and what you want out of it, I guess. Okay, that's about it for this video. Thanks very much for joining me as I show you around this 2013 Honda NBox Custom Turbo SS package. I hope you like the car. If you like it so much that you would like to buy it, then obviously I would love to sell it to you. My contact details will be in the description of the video, so you can get in touch with me, ask any questions you might have about it, or arrange to come and have a look at it and have a test drive. If you need any suggestions for insurance companies, then do get in touch. I've got a list that I can send to you if you're interested. Should mention ULEZ and clean air zones as well. So this, at the time of making the video, this is compliant with the ULEZ, so no ULEZ charging, no clean air zone charging either in any of the other zones around the country. Okay, I think we'll probably leave it there. Thanks very much for joining me, as I say. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, if you want to find out when I publish more videos like this. See you next time then. Bye for now.